Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. My name is Stacy. I work here at Michaels as an education content designer, and today I'm going to show you how to do the folded paper dinosaur project for Camp Creatology. And then we switch. We're doing All right, so the first thing I want to talk about is our kit that all of these supplies are going to come into. So this is our one-of-a-kind kit. It's for Camp Creatology, which is our summer program. And in this kit, you're actually going to get 3 different crafts. So we're going to have our folded dinosaur, and then we're also going to have a layered foam scene, and then this mixed media banner, and everything you need for all 3 projects are actually in this kit. And I want to show you everything that comes in this kit here. So we're just going to open the kit, and then you see all of the stuff that comes in this kit. The big thing we like to focus on is our little brochure here. So this is going to give you all the instructions you need to do all of the projects. So you can use these instruction sheets, you can use this video, you can come to the live class. You can do just about any way you want to learn, you can. There's also some fun coloring sheets, there's stickers, everything that you could possibly want in your little brochure here. So let's go to the page with our little character here. So you see these nice little, I'll try to focus on that so you can see. So you can see that it has all of these perfect little image instructions. So it's very simple to follow. So we're just going to follow these 3 easy steps so we can make our little dinosaur. And then also, you have all of your supplies. So today we're going to be using the markers. We're going to be using the glue. We're going to be using our dinosaur friend, of course, who is in here. And then a wiggle eye as well. There's all kinds of stuff in here, and everything you need is in this kit. I have everything I need right here, so let's just go ahead and get started. This over here. All right, so if you just want to go ahead and just go right at it, and you're much faster than me, I have our finished sample right here. I'm just going to go ahead and go step by step. And I'll point at the steps as I'm going by. So this is our little dinosaur before he's colored and folded, and he's got all his fun little attributes to him. So I'm just going to open this up. It comes in this little plastic case. There he is. All right, so the first thing I'm actually going to do is I'm going to color him so that I have the dinosaur, whatever color I want. So I'm going to do the same kind of colors we did here. So we have a purple dinosaur, and he's got green and blue, the big orange mouth. I'm going to use these colors so it looks exactly like this, but if you want to use red or pink or yellow or any color that you have, feel free to use whatever color you want. It's your dinosaur, and ultimately, that's what matters. That's the fun thing about making things, is that you can make it any color you want. All right. So I'm going to make his body purple. And all I'm doing is I'm just coloring. That's all this is. Super duper simple. Anyone can do it. Just shows you how easy and fun being creative can be. And it's relaxing too, because you can just color, and you don't really have to think about it too hard. And so I'm just coloring the body. You see how I'm like keeping these little splotches white for now, because I'm going to go back with the green, and I'm going to make those green. But if you just want to color the whole thing one color and you don't really care, and you just want to color, then you do that. Like I said, it is your dinosaur. He can be any color you want. All right. We're just coloring. And if you color over the eye, it's not really a big deal because he's going to have a little wiggle eye anyway. And it's okay if you make a mistake, because I like to call mistakes little happy accidents. It makes it your own. Not really a mistake, just make it art. That's all you're doing. It doesn't have to be perfect. You see, I'm not being super careful about coloring in those lines because he does not have to be absolutely perfect. He is perfect the way he is. All right, so we got his head done and his little arms here. So now I'm going to go and I'm going to do the rest of his body. Actually, looking up some fun dinosaur facts. And looking up what the T in T-Rex stands for. And it's Tyrannosaurus Rex. And according to the internet, that stands for Tyrant King Lizard, which I thought was very interesting. Some interesting dinosaur facts for you while we're coloring here. It's really fascinating that these giant creatures once roamed the earth a long time before we were ever here. Of course, I don't think that they rode skateboards, but you know, I wasn't there. And not being super precise here, just coloring. And I kind of like to go around the edges like I just did. Saw how I kind of colored a little bit around all of those white edges. It just helps me from, you know, going over the lines too much and then the whole thing ends up purple. So, but if it's all purple, that's fine too. That's just, I like to go around the edges there. And then I can just go right into the middle and just go crazy with my coloring. You can color any way you want. All right, he's almost done with the purple. We're just gonna get his little legs here, and then we'll move on to his little color splotches there in the back. Another thing I was reading up about dinosaurs is apparently they were very colorful creatures. Had all kinds of colors on them. You watch something like Jurassic Park or Jurassic World, and a lot of those dinosaurs are like a lot of browns, I think, but dinosaurs were actually all kinds of colors, a lot like birds are today. All right, here we go. He's got his first set of colors there. And if you notice, there's multiple in here. So if you want to make a whole dinosaur family, you can. If you're sharing this kit with a sibling or someone, there's plenty for everyone to do. And again, if you mess up and you just don't like it, just do it again. All right. Let's move on to our little color splotches here. I'm gonna make these green since I'm making it just like this little guy here. So I've got my green marker. And if you have other markers at home that you want to use that aren't part of the kit, you can use those too. There's no rules here. So if you have other craft supplies that you want to incorporate into your dinosaur, you go ahead. But if you don't, everything you need is in this kit, which is really great. All right. And we're just going to go and we're going to color all these little splotches here. I don't know if these are little dinosaur markings, or maybe he got into some slime when he was skateboarding. Make up any little story you want about your dinosaur. And you can give your dinosaur a name too. All right, there we go. It's got his little green splotches. And then in this little example here, you see he's got some green and blue stripes here. So I'm just gonna do every other stripe green. Since I've already got my green marker out, I'm just gonna do all the green spots all at once. And again, you do not have to do what I'm doing. You can make it any color you want. If you want to have him have a multicolor rainbow belly, you could do that. If you want it to just be one color, you can do that. It is completely up to you. He is your dinosaur. All right. And then the last bit of green, you can see is on the rim of his skateboard here. I'm going to make that green. There we go. All right, now he's got all the green parts done. Let's move on to our blue. So the first thing I noticed is this little guy, he's got little blue spots next to all those green splotches. I'm gonna make these little spots here blue. But again, you can make them any color you want. If you want them to be green, make them green. If you want them to be multicolor, that is your choice. Make it as little spots here. And you know, once you get that big portion of the dinosaur done, everything else kind of goes by pretty quickly. All right, now we're gonna do the other stripes and we're gonna make those blue. The little dinosaur is really coming along here. Okay, so the last bit of blue I noticed is on his little skateboard. So I'm gonna make those little wheels on his skateboard blue, just like we have in our little example here. There we go, all done with our blue marker. All right, I'm gonna move on to our orange. So the two big parts that are orange on this guy is his big mouth and his skateboard. So we're gonna make those two parts orange. But again, you can make his mouth any color you want. You could even make his teeth a different color if you wanted to. Maybe he doesn't have white teeth. Maybe he has rainbow teeth. There we go. And now we're going to do the top of the skateboard. That's the other orange piece. And again, it does not have to be perfect. Doing the best we can. There we go. He's almost done. Just got to do his tongue. And I'm going to make his tongue pink, just like we have in our example image here. You can make his tongue any color you want. Lots of animals have different color tongues. Like giraffes have a blue tongue, if you can believe it. There we go. Now our dinosaur is completed color-wise. He's all colorful. There we go. They look nice. All right. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do the fold part. So what we want him to do, so an example here, you see he's pre-folded. He doesn't have his mouth open and then the cute little dinosaur. All right. So we're going to go back to our little step-by-step here. So we did the first part, which was the coloring. And now we're going to do the folding. So I'm going to show you this on my example, but I just want to show you what it shows in the image. So you're going to fold the top part to the back and the front part, or the bottom part to the front. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. And it's okay. Again, if you do it wrong the first time, you can always refold it. All right. So we're going to start with our top part here. We're going to fold it. Actually, let's see here. Let's start with the bottom part. I think that'll be the easiest. I'm going to fold this way. And it's got some fold lines that you can follow. And so this is going to fold this way. And again, it's got those fold lines to make it super simple. There we go. So just to recap, we fold the bottom part this way. And then we fold the top part this way. If we do that, ta-da! Now he can open and close his mouth. And then we're gonna finish him off with a goofy little wiggle eye. Gonna do that, we're gonna take one wiggle eye, and we're gonna take our glue that comes with the kit, and we're just gonna put a little bit of glue on that wiggle eye. You just need a little bit of glue. All right, let's stick this guy on here, right where his eye is. And there we go. And that is everything as far as the project instructions are concerned. But I wanted to show you some other fun things you could do with this little guy. If you want to make it more embellished or just more your own, or you just want to do some fun with them. So I'm going to show you how you can like make a little scene with your markers, maybe make him say something so that when you fold him up, it doesn't look like he's saying anything, but then you open him up and he says something. And then if you have extra supplies, like you have Chanel stems or pom-poms or glitter or anything like that, and you want to add that to your little dinosaur, you can. You could make him a goofy dinosaur. You could make him shiny. You could do whatever you want. You could even make a little envelope and make him like a gift to someone, maybe to a friend or a parent. You do whatever you want with your little dinosaur. Or if you just like him the way he is, you just keep him the way he is. It is up to you. All right. So I'm actually going to take my green marker and I'm going to make a little background scene for him. I'm gonna make some little hills here. Maybe he's like skating through the hills. Coloring it in. Again, I'm not being super precise on the coloring here. Yeah, he's got like a little background, and then I've got some other markers here. I have a yellow, so I think I'm gonna make a sun. He's skating on a nice sunny day. So to make a sun, I'm just gonna make a little circle here. I'm gonna color it in. You know, give it some sun rays, some little lines coming out of it to make a little sun. It's a nice sunny day for him while he's riding his little skateboard. And then I'm gonna have him saying something. I think he's you know, having a good old time. He's just screaming. So I'm gonna have him just say, ah. More A's. He's just going, ah. And so when we fold it up, it looks like he's just a regular dinosaur, but then he's like, rah. You can do whatever you want with your little dinosaur. He's your creation. And that's the fun thing about all of our projects, is that they're super creative and they really get your brain going. Well, I think that is everything I have to show you as far as this project goes. So I'm going to go ahead and sign us off here. So thank you so much for watching this video. We have tons of other videos that go over the different projects that are in this kit. And then we also have 3 other kits that have 3 different projects, and you're welcome to pick those up at your local Michael's or online. And yeah, so we hope that you enjoyed this and that you come back for Camp Creatology. All right, thank you so much.